Mother Nature might have been irritated as the wind is picking up a little bit into our face. Not incredibly strong, but enough to be annoying. That's what all of my ex-girlfriends have said. But... Stratman! 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 Gaming! Welcome back, all you Strat fans. Batty is back for round 2 of the Belfry. We had a great first round, which if you have not done so, make sure you check that out first. I'll link it up in the corner there. And then you come back and see how this one goes. So let's get going. And we can see on the tee, there's not as much wind as last round. So we'll see how that factors in. And I made the mistake last time of not de-lofting some of my clubs, which automatically have some good loft on it. So with this sand wedge, I think the amount of loft I took off should be pretty good to attack this hole.
This is heading towards the green.
Pushed it off to the left, but that's all right. As you know, Batty likes birdie putts in any form. Especially the ones that go in. Well, couldn't ask for a better start than that. Mother Nature might have been irritated as the wind is picking up a little bit into our face. Not incredibly strong, but enough to be annoying. That's what all of my ex-girlfriends have said. And we take this lob wedge in. Let the wind blow it a bit left. Not as much as Batty thought. But just enough to give us back-to-back birds, baby. I mean, we gotta capitalize early. Because these later holes do get very tricky. And that's a solid drive on this par 5. Now, we played it very smart last time and just went on in 3. But with this wood, we're going to go for it. But I can chip out of that rough. Oh, this will be tricky. I did forget to compensate for where the ball was in relation to my feet. So this turned into a much trickier shot than I anticipated. I probably should have played this smarter. Yeah, that's quite a ways away. Now we're just trying to get par. Ooh. And that's the par. Alrighty. I didn't really play that well. At all. Let's try and get a drive out there and make up for it. There she be. Got about a $144 into the hole. Oh, it really pushed it off to the right, and I am screwed. That was nasty. And now this hole is a mess. So let's just make sure we can put enough club to get over this water. I don't want it in there twice. That'll do. And now we have this for the bogey save. How long ago it feels when we started birdie birdie. Ew. So let's shake that one off. Considering I didn't bogey once in round 1, I guess I'll take it this round. And let's try to make that the only one. Got a gap wedge out of a bit of rough here. Not too much. Let's just put it up there and see what happens. Fast swing really pulled that. Batty's got to find the tempo again. I put it pretty far out to the right. And hold on. Got a little tester here to save par. And we put it right in the heart. No biggie. So we're 1 under through 5. I don't remember what I was shooting after 5 last time, but I feel like I'm slightly off that pace. Which is totally fine. Because now we've got our second shot into this par 4 that finally is not flirting with water, but it is above this ridge, which is going to be quite tricky. So we're going to try this 6-iron with a bit of loft onto it and see if we can get it close to that ridge. Maybe even hit on it to kill some of the speed. And it should move a bit to the left. So we've set up right. Starting to go. Hit that ridge and kick over. Oh, that just worked out beautifully. And we will take that birdie straight to the bank. Actually, let's be socially conscious. Instead of going to the bank, I'll just direct deposit it from home. And instead, I'll drank. You know, I've said a lot of lame things on these recordings. That might be the worst.
Looks like
Oh, I put too much draw on. Kick left for me. You poop. Well, I got a really good hop when I almost hit a creek last round. And the course just said, "Not again, Batty. You greedy, greedy bugger." And did I be delicate enough? I think that's pretty good. Because now we can just line that up and tap that par in and run away with our tail between our legs. And I think this sets up very nicely for the distance of this 7-iron. Because I'll put some loft onto it to reduce the bounce. Let the wind blow it back to the right. Wow, that went quite a bit right. That is easily the strongest 9-mile-an-hour wind I've ever seen in my life. As we set up way out to the right, and again, this tricky distance that we did all right last time, and it was about the same length. I didn't even put nearly enough, and the speed is gone. I thought I was incredibly generous with where I went to the high side of that hole, but apparently I was not. And now we're trying to save par, and we did not. And now Batty is getting irritated. Alright, I'm better now. I have to remember that I did very well in round 1, which gives me a little leeway in round 2. And as I said last time, holes 5 through 9 were very tricky for me when I did a practice round. I was fortunate to escape without any damage in round 1, but now I'm starting to hit these bogeys. Hold that swing a little. Oh, this will be tricky. Ew. If I didn't pull that swing, it was looking pretty good. Now we have a tricky shot coming out of this bunker to try and control the distance and keep it close enough to save par. Hold on. But this should be a tap-in par. And I guess that's all right. I mean, it's going to have to be because you can't change the scores. Now, last time we had a lot of fun, and we drove this green. We're going to play it way back into the fairway here so that I have a good line at the hole. Just a little pitching wedge.
Looking like it's finding the fairway.
Have you ever been on a par 4 where you've gone pitching wedge, pitching wedge? I certainly have not. But I'm about to do it here. Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, this could be...
I'm okay with that. I thought that slow swing was going to send me straight into the water. This is a weird putt, as I can see it moving right to left, and then it starts to go left to right, but then right before the hole, right to left again. So I think I have to play it a bit more outside this hole, even though about halfway through it's going to start to move in the opposite direction. And now I feel like I'm just going to be very happy with a par. Oh! Oh! That was neat. Well, let's follow that up with a 3-wood off the tee.
Promising.
Because it's a pretty narrow fairway just above I didn't want to flirt with. Now we'll have this 7-iron, and I'm going to aim it just off to the right of the hole, as I anticipate that wind will start to blow it left.
And uh-oh, this is heading towards
Might
the
be
sand.
too short. Definitely too short.
Shot we've seen.
Batty's getting a lot of interesting shots out of this round. Too far. And left myself a tricky little par putt here. Oh, please break it. Thank you. That made me poop my pants a little bit. I didn't actually poop my pants a little bit. I feel like in this day and age, I should probably clarify that. And this hole I do not like right now, as I am significantly between clubs. A 3-wood looks like it's going to go on top of that ridge, and I'm going to have a very tricky putt. A3 hybrid, I think, will die in the water if I tried to clear it because of the headwind. I'm going to take what I know for sure and go super long with this 3-wood. Oh, gosh. There she goes.
Long.
This is going to be weird.
Yeah, I think you'll like.
If I can get this within 8 feet of the cup, I will be happy. Oh, somebody hold my hand. To the ridge, just enough, and it picks up speed, and it's going past the hole as anticipated. Yeah. It's pretty much what I expected to happen. 17 feet away. I don't know how I could have kept it within 8 feet, but this is better than plunking it in the water, because although this is very difficult to make, it's at least a chance to save par. And we put it out there. Oh, are you joking? That was right there. Where's the gust of wind to just push it in for me?
Tee shot.
That's another bogey on the board, and Batty has dropped to -1.
Shot here.
Just like that. And that leaves a good distance with this lob wedge. And here we go. What a strong 7-mile-an-hour wind you are. But we have a birdie chance, and this very quick break is going to be a bit of a test for us. I don't think I put it high enough.
Oh my gracious.
Right off the face of the club, I knew that one was doomed. Doomed for a par. Well, birdie was a long time ago at this point.
And this is
I pulled that shot.
a bit long.
I should have been playing this the way I told myself to play round 1, which was try to end up below the holes. So we're going to have to go way out to the right here, because I think with how long this is, it's just going to keep moving left. And see if we can get it kind of close to, again, just trying to save par. Hold on.
Ooh, that was very close.
Oh, my goodness. Another tough par. I feel like these bogeys are just flying at me. Really not a fan. So we say, screw you, bogey. We'll take the par. I know I'm a DC hero, but I feel like I was just in the Matrix there. Just dodging those bogeys.
And there's a
And I fast swung, so it's probably destined for the bunker. Tempo of my swings is really off today. And leave a third shot with a chance. Wind is really picked up. 15 mile an hour. So I'm going to aim essentially in this bunker. Ooh, I am on quite a downhill here. So maybe I'll correct slightly. And let's just aim in the rough. Keep blowing over.
might be flying the green.
Why aren't you blowing over? Why?
He will be.
And now this putt is going to be tricky. Delicate touch. Work your way down. Come on, you. So close. Ba-doom.
Tapping in for.
So we're certainly not setting the course on fire here. And a very fast swing.
Ooh, looks like he's going to
Ew.
here.
I'd rather try to punch it through these trees to see if we can get over the bunker and somewhere in the fairway to try and save par here.
Well, this isn't looking too good.
All right. I think that was a good play.
And back it
Now
goes.
we're scrambling to try and fix that awful swing as we have a sand wedge directly into the wind, and we're going to take a bunch of loft off this thing just to see if we can kind of keep it close there. It's a tricky shot because it's going up in the air no matter what. And that's not close. Again, we have ourselves a tricky attempt at a par save. Oh, you bet we can.
Fantastic putt.
That was only a par. But I'm treating that like such a bird. And I apologize for that massive F-bomb. Right up in your faces. Sometimes things are just so exciting. Now this is the par 5 that last time we held back. And we went for it in 3. I'm going to get risky here. And I'm going to try and put a big draw on this thing. Oh, come on. That's just ridiculous. This ended up being awful. Because now I just need to try and pitch it into the fairway here.
Sounds like he's going through the branches here.
And I couldn't even do that. This is becoming pretty atrocious. Try and get over that creek and into the fairway. At least that worked. Batty. And see what happens.
Here it.
Even more left than I thought. And again, we leave ourselves a tricky par. And it still broke
That was very close.
my heart.
Didn't drop.
This bogey has some work to it. But we at least put that in the heart.
Drop the bogey.
And just like that, we're even par with a very tricky par 4 remaining.
Nicely done. Looking like. Well,
It helps to be in the fairway.
3-wood in.
Another fast swing really screws up the plan.
Missing the approach.
Tempo has been entirely off this round. And we try and flop out of here and see what happens. Another long par putt. Started off so promising, going birdie. And I've lost track of how many bogeys I've put up now. I don't want to end on one. And I'll make sure that doesn't happen. I don't know what to say about that round. It was all over the place. So that's never a good thing. But I did have a very good first round. And I will try to keep that in mind as I prepare for the next tournament. So thanks for sticking it out with Batty's struggle in round 2. As always, you are greatly appreciated. And if you haven't done so yet, what is wrong with you? Smash that subscribe button, you fool.